Are we live yet?
Yeah.
Yay!
Right now.
Okay. Perfect. I didn't see the things. I was like, ah. Anyway, hello, word nerds, and happy Sunday, and thank you for joining us tonight. Tonight we are doing our quarterly wrap up, and I cannot believe that it is the end of quarter 3 already. I don't know where the summer went. So I thought to get us all started, I would just ask, like, what is one thing that you enjoyed from the last quarter? It could be something you did, something you watched, something you read. It's just anything. I can go first if you guys want some more time to think. My daughter turned 1 in July, so that was at the very start of this quarter, and that was very fun. I cannot believe that she is already 1 into toddlerhood. So that was crazy. We had a strawberry themed birthday party, so it was her very first birthday. And yeah, we had a great time. We flew to Denver for it. So Kyra, do you want to go next? Oh, sorry, teacher brain. I always call on people when there's like dead space. I'm like, let's get this conversation going, guys.
Yeah.
I have like.
You go
for it. Okay. I just had a recency bias thing of today. I did like a spooky craft day with my friends, and that was pretty great. So.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. I went on a trip. We did an Alaskan cruise with my family last month. That was super, super fun and like fun to spend time with family and just like beautiful scenery. So that was really lovely. I'm not great at like taking time off, like longer stretches of time off from work. So that like even just the PTO was like a good win for me for this quarter.
I have like the PlayStation Plus subscription, and one of the monthly games this month or last month, I can't remember, was Stardew. So I downloaded it on my PlayStation. Previously had it on my Nintendo or my Switch. So I started a new farm, and that's what I've been doing for the last month. Every night.
It.
I'm just grinding on Stardew. I'm already on winter year 1.
Very nice. Megan's just switching devices.
I had a moment of like, Megan's been sitting really still. I was like, wait, she's not blinking.
So as we round out this quarter, did anyone have any like specific goals that they were working towards for quarter 3, or like progress towards yearly goals? What were we trying to accomplish?
My stated goal from the last time we did a quarterly check-in, my stated goal for quarter 3 was that I would make 1 good granny square, and I have made 1 good granny square.
It looks so good.
Thank you. I now need to decide what I actually like. I don't actually have a plan for the granny squares. I already have a lot of blankets, so I'm not that inclined to do a blanket. So I need to consider
cardigan
possibilities. That's kind of what I'm leading towards.
It's not that hard to block out, I promise, and I can help you if you need help.
I would love that.
It's a very basic like pattern I like to do, and you just use all granny squares.
I would love that so much.
Or I also know of a really good granny square overalls. If you want to do that. So the only thing that's not granny squares is the strap, and that's a really, really easy stitch.
See, when Kyra finished hers, I also went and did mine, although I don't think it was quite as nice. And now I've started working on like my ultimate dream goal for granny squares is the like little skulls. So I started working on that today. I just want to make like pants out of it or something. I will never get there. I'll be lucky if I accomplish 1 skull granny square, but progress.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so rad. You have to finish.
Yeah. I did like my first attempt was pretty good, right? My first, the skull had like a bum chin that it wasn't supposed to have. But otherwise, it looks like a skull. So I think that went pretty okay.
My computer cut out because, of course, it did. So I missed the very beginning. But I also did a lot of crochet. Crochet was going to be the thing I liked this quarter. I made this chicken this week. I made a regular chicken earlier this week, and then my sister was like, wouldn't it be cool if you made a blue one? So I made the blue one, and I'm gonna send it to her.
Cute.
You should make a void chicken next.
Oh, I should. That would be so fun. Then she can have 2.
We're this close to rebranding as a crochet channel. Not really. Kelly and I have each made one granny square.
That's the
That's
gateway
it for
drug,
days.
though.
Yeah.
Let's just crochet and talk about Stardew.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Sign me up.
We're reaching our final form.
Yeah.
I wasn't here for the last quarterly check-in chat, but one of the goals I had was to finish my website, and it is done. I'm just a scaredy baby who hasn't taken it off with password. But
Just do it right now.
fine.
Just do it.
Do it during
Oh,
this chat.
Good. There's like 3 things I haven't taken pictures of, but I'm like, people aren't gonna care that much.
And maybe when you see people start visiting your website, it'll just be the nudge to like, okay, well, I should go do those other things. But
I've heard you can add pictures after the site is live. It's just a rumor.
It's true. But yeah, so that was cool. I showed I have a small business friend that I met out here, and we do a lot of markets together. And I
cool.
showed her, and she was like, "Oh, you have to do it." She helps me with when we don't have the same market together. She comes with me, which is really nice. And I finally have like another friend that I haven't made a new friend in like, I don't know, like a decade, unless you count my husband.
I did choose violence just a little bit. I did go back and watch the last quarter video to see what people's goals actually were. It was just me, Kelly, and Kyra.
And mine was the granny square, right?
Yours was the granny square,
That
and
was
to
the only
finish
thing
your
I committed
revision.
to.
And you did that too.
I did that too.
Yeah.
I had to think for a moment because I now got notes back and I'm like revising again, and that's not done. But I finished the one that I was supposed to. So
Yeah, you finished the one you were talking about in that video.
yes.
And then my goal was to read a Tangler, which I did not. And then to crochet something I can wear, which I did. I crocheted this flower hat.
Flower hat.
I really thought you were going to just put the chicken on your head, but this is better.
Which I did, this chicken. And what was my other goal? Oh, to run a half marathon. I did that.
Damn.
And to write another
That's
book, which I
crazy.
did not do. So some wins, some losses. But in it,
To
I
be
said
honest,
that
I
one
don't
was
think
a
I could
stretch
run
goal.
to my mailbox, so that's impressive.
Megan was so much more aggressive with her goals than I was. Mine was like a thing I was going to do anyway. Like it was an accomplishment, but it was a thing I was going to do anyway. It was not a stretch goal. And to make one granny square, which in fairness, I did kind of come down to the line on the granny square a little bit.
But you did it.
What goals
I
are
did it.
for?
Well, and I would not have done it if I had not made the quarter 3 goal. In my defense, I did get a little like sidetracked with the crafting. My boyfriend's birthday was earlier this month, and I got it into my head I wanted to embroider something for him.
But it was so beautiful.
And it was so I made like a little picture frame, put a picture of us in it, and then like the edge was all embroidered. I'm like very proud of it. It turned out really well, I thought, and he liked it. But yeah, it was like by the time I thought of it and the amount of distance I had till his birthday, it's like I had to work like pretty quickly on that. So that was a lot of my quarter 3 crafting. But yeah, the point being that if I had not had the goal that I set here, I still would not have made a granny square.
Yeah. And the embroidery does lead into Kelly's goals, which were to make one good granny square, to embroider something onto some jeans, and to begin writing. Oh, and to do something fun with your niece and nephew for the summer.
Definitely did the fun thing. Did not embroider any pants. I picked which pants I'm going to embroider, which feels like a very
Okay,
important
halfway
step.
there.
That's like half
Yeah.
a step,
Yeah.
yeah.
And there's still 2 days left in the quarter, guys. We're not talking like we're already done, but like I've got time.
I'm gonna write a book.
I could teach you like a real quick like lazy daisy on that you could do, or there's some pretty easy ones you could do.
I have to find all my like thread, which is kind of the daunting step.
More
Okay,
difficult.
we need to do like a craft night where like Kyra teaches us a really easy
Yes.
embroidery thing, and
Yeah.
Des teaches a really easy crochet thing.
I would
Quarter one
love to
of
do
2026.
embroidery. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a ton of
Cabinets.
embroidery stuff because I collect hobbies like Pokemon.
I have one kit that I have never touched.
I have like over like 200 different floss colors because I was like, I'm gonna be really into cross stitch, and then I was like, no, I'm not. Like it was maybe 2 years ago, for Hanukkah. My husband got me like the Disney villains like cross stitch kit and some like Ada cloth and like a bunch of hoops because like I was getting into it. And then I think I made like one thing. I made like a poison apple, and then I was like, oh, that's cool. And then it collects dust on top of my shelf in my craft closet. So.
Right on, right on. I do have one, I think it's a cross stitch pattern because I saw a TikTok of someone who used a cross stitch pattern to make a beaded curtain. It's like the same dimensions.
Ooh,
and I
yeah.
really want to do that, but that's got to be a next year project. I got too much on my plate for this year.
I'm also just going to throw out there for the Swifties, which I think is everyone in the chat, hip bracelets.
Oh,
So
yeah?
making them this week. I'm getting together with a friend pre-movie to make. My craft budget has been like risen exponentially this quarter. I'm buying beads. I'm buying yarn. I was buying embroidery stuff. Embroidery is like a pretty cheap one. The floss is cheaper than yarn. I will say that.
Big twist is at Michael's now, though.
That's so exciting.
Slowly
I have to
making its
go.
way in.
I hate Michael's, but I'm so mad he won the divorce because Joanne, that was my girl.
Yeah.
This
And I was
is
so
just a
mad
tapping
because I
chat now.
got there and I saw like one skein and it said it was going to be $12. And I was like, I cannot do that. But then I went and like, I was like, that cannot be right. And it rang up for $4, which is like the right price.
That's good. Michael's is always so expensive.
You guys would
Fine.
not survive Canadian craft prices.
I bet.
That's why you won't catch me in Canada.
Only for your wedding.
Only for you, Kelly. My budget can't handle the craft and the book prices.
Andrew asked, am I going to buy another box of beads? I did. Here's the thing is I was at Walmart, and I think a lot of people are perhaps making bracelets because they were out of most of the beads.
Really?
They were out of a lot of the beads. So I don't think I needed a whole little like caboodle box of them, but that's what they had. And like I said, the crafting budget this semester, what am I still in school? This quarter. I was in school for a really long time, but that was embarrassing right there. This quarter, yeah.
I still have like a handful or two of bracelets from when I went to the concert last October. So just take those two with me.
Kyra's semester slip up reminded me of like there was this trend on TikTok right before I stopped of like personal curriculums and like trying to put learning back into your adult life, and people were making these like blocking off their time like it was classes, and like so on Mondays in my time I'm gonna learn about dinosaurs, or everyone pick their own stuff. But it was a very cool idea that I might try to incorporate next year.
I thought that was so cool. I was like, man, that's a really neat idea. But I already know with my ADHD that I would spend way too much time planning it and then never touch it. And I was like, I'm gonna skip to the end and just not do it.
Yeah, one of my like recurring goals. I haven't kept it. I guess I've been fine. Like I tried to not pick up any new hobbies this year. Like stuff I've already purchased but never used doesn't count as a new hobby. I've got plenty of those to keep me busy. So yeah, that was kind of where I landed with the personal curriculum as well. Like, do I need this? Will I do this? No, but it's very cute.
Andrew says, I think I wanted to write my book idea by the end of the quarter, and instead I went to therapy about it. So win?
I think
Definitely.
That's a win. That's a total win.
I'm like very pro. Like, you went to therapy? Good job. Therapy.
Gold star.
Therapy is the best. My head would be gone. I'd be lost without therapy. It's so great. I also love that we're in an era of like being able to do it virtually. Back, I would say probably like back in like 2016 when like that wasn't a thing. My executive dysfunction and anxiety, I would just like sit in the car at my therapist's office and then not go in. So It's easier when you can do it from the computer.
So look at Crazy Foxy saying writing is my therapy these days, but also an earlier comment where you kind of said you hadn't really been writing. So deep down, are we doing therapy?
We're calling people out tonight. That's cool though. Sometimes they're like writing is the thing I need therapy from. So
Yeah.
not the writing, the publishing. But my poor therapist knows so much more than she ever wanted to about the publishing industry.
Speaking of writing, I think one of my goals next quarter is to write something, like even if it's just like a little bit of like a short story, something. It's been a long time, and I like have got bit by the writing bug again, and I really want to work on a project. So I don't really have a ton of time because my business kind of sucks up every moment of my waking life. But when I'm not doing that, I think it'd be really fun to try writing again. I really want to go back to my Survivor in Space idea because I got way more ideas, and I really want to make it a social commentary on classism. So who knows? Maybe I'll go back to that.
Do it. I remember you talking about that idea, and I want it.
It also helps that I've been watching Big Brother all summer, so that has
Perfect.
like kind of seeped its way back into my brain. And Survivor literally started last week, so I'm like, this is a good time to like write it if I'm gonna write it. So
should we talk about things we read in quarter three?
I was about to say the same thing.
Same brain cell.
Yeah.
Let me pull up my Fable because
I was actually just going to give an update to Andrew specifically because speaking of social commentary, I'm on like the final stretch of Babel, and like since things have started, the ending is definitely the best part so far. Hopefully, like it's not so far. I'm pretty close to the ending, so yeah, I'm liking it better. Because last week I was complaining about it, and Andrew loved it, so I'm trying to give it. I trust Andrew's opinion, and the ending does. It's a tricky thing about really good endings of like that's what you're gonna remember. Like it was a slog to get here, but the ending seems like it's coming together interestingly. I think maybe Dark Academia just isn't for me, but whatever. Brighthaven was so good.
I only read 2 books this quarter. I finished reading I Got Abducted by Aliens and Now I'm Trapped in a Rom-Com, which was fun. And that one's by Kimberly Lemming. And then I read This American Woman by Zarna Garg, which was a memoir. And I really, really liked that one. I thought that was funny and interesting and very sad sometimes, but yeah, next quarter going to read more, I think.
Hard to read less.
Hard to read less, yeah.
Kelly is like coming for people's throats tonight. Watch out, y'all.
I can handle it. I need this.
I mean, there are so many people who have read way less books than that, to be very fair.
Oh, no, but that's, for me, hard to read less in a quarter.
I feel like a lot of the books I've really enjoyed this quarter I have talked about on here, but I'm just kind of looking through Fable, so I'll give some shout outs. I read A Sure Thing.
I loved A Sure Thing.
Yeah, like the banter in that one was so good.
So good.
So yeah, historical romance, bike race. The male lead is a trans man, which is awesome. So really loved that one. And like I said, like great banter throughout. Like the dialogue in that one was so good. I think I shouted out It's Elementary, which is Elise Bryant's mystery about like a mom who kind of reluctantly gets dragged into PTA and may or may not have accidentally witnessed a murder as part of that. Really good. Not my normal genre, but really good. On the more literary side, I really like The Full Moon Cafe. It was kind of a short one, but like a really just kind of pretty sort of magical realism type tale. And then for memoir, I really liked Tastes Like War, which is a memoir by the daughter of a immigrant who survived the Korean War, talking about like her mom's experience and just how like that kind of shaped her mental health going forward through her life. Very well written. And then just today I finished Black Candle Women, which is like a multi-generational story about these women who are cursed and like that anyone they love will die. So and I really like a good multi-generational, like all the women in this family. So that one was really good too.
That was called Black Candle Women.
Black Candle Women.
I was just looking. I read 5 books, or finished 5 books this quarter, which was more than I thought I did. It's interesting because like they're like all different genres. So like I finished If Cats Disappeared from the World, which was like an interesting like literary speculative fiction. Not something I would have normally read, but a friend really liked it and recommended it, and it was really good. It's like a guy who like is visited by, well, he like finds out he's about to die, that he has like a deadly brain cancer, and he's visited by the devil, who is like, you can live, like you'll die tonight, or you can continue to live like an extra day at a time, but like you have to give up something from the whole world. And so it's like all cell phones disappear from the world for the first day, and then like the next day, so like every day something. And so it's like, what are you willing to deprive not only yourself but the rest of the world of in order to extend your life? It's really interesting. And then
That's super interesting.
yeah, it was really short too, I think. And I read The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst, which is like a cozy fantasy, and The Comfort of Crows, which is a nonfiction. It's like a nature nonfiction, by Margaret Rinkle, and Blood Over Brighthaven, which we've talked about a ton.
Yes.
And so like dark fantasy. And then I just read this weekend my first Ali Hazelwood book, and it was Two Can Play, which I will say I didn't realize it was a novella going into it. And so when it ended, I was like, wait, a sample, and I was like, oh no, that's just the end of the book. It's only 4 hours. So that's like on me because I didn't know that, but I actually really enjoyed it. I've like avoided Ali Hazelwood.
I've never read an Ali Hazelwood.
Right? I've just like avoided her for no good reason until now. And I actually
like
really liked
Bride.
it. Yeah, I wanted more because it was like a video. They're like video game designers, the main characters, and I was like, I want more. And also I want to like play the video game that they were making in it because it sounds really cool. Yeah, all great reads.
I read 5 books, which was more than I thought, actually. I read, I've been working my way through the Duskwalker Bride series, so I read 2 of those books, which is good. And then right now I'm reading Heretical Fishing, which is a cozy lit RPG about fishing. So it's kind of like Stardew Valley vibes of RPG. And it's pretty good so far. It's pretty chunky. And then I also read Sunrise on the Reaping, which was very, very good. And yeah, if I were Haymitch, I would drink more than he does because what the heck. I was talking to somebody and they were like, oh, I didn't like Sunrise on the Reaping because it felt too much like fan service. And I was like, I can't talk to you. I was like, no, it was perfect. No notes. Amazing.
I think Andrew said in the comments that he read The Hunger Games this quarter for the first time.
Was it Andrew or Crazy Foxy?
I think it was Andrew, right?
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
It was Andrew. Yeah.
Okay. I'm a little jealous of that. Just
Experience it for the first time again.
keep putting it off, thinking it'll get less socially relevant, and it doesn't. So one day you're just like, well, might as well read some really good books.
I also feel like I've been avoiding Ali Hazelwood, and I do not know why.
I
don't have a reason.
think it's
Anti-Raylo sentiment.
it's the Raylo.
I don't even know that that's it.
I don't have a problem with Raylo as a ship, but
I don't
think the
either.
sentiment seeped into me.
I'm not
I
sure
heard
I've read
Too Deep
any
is good.
romance this year.
Wow.
I've
Really?
read actually kind of a lot of like adult genre romance, which is weird for me because I don't think I even love that as a genre, but I keep reading it.
Crazy, can't relate. I love romance. That is my favorite genre.
I love specific romance. like I still like YA romance a lot. I am not that age anymore, so I like adult romance and that they deal with adult issues. I don't love the pacing of a lot of adult romances. I think a lot of them, like, as someone who like really likes the like will they won't they portion of the book, I feel like in adult romance that tends to get cut a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
Usually. So it's not that I don't like the genre, it's just that like the style of most like adult romance.
And I did lie a little bit. I read Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid and The After Dark by E. Latimer. So
Hey.
The After Dark by E. Latimer.
Yeah, I just checked.
Latimer.
Play is the only like contemporary realistic romance I've read this year. Any other romances have been like The After Dark or like Emily Wilde.
Everyone should buy The After Dark by E. Latimer.
For the record, it is not genre romance.
It's not genre romance.
There is a romance in it, but if you go in with genre romance expectations, please
you will
do
be
not.
disappointed. This is a horror romance. Very good though.
And also, it has a very pretty cover.
Yes, it does. The font, like the typography, I really love it on this cover.
The teal, yeah.
Yeah, my camera doesn't quite do it justice because I'm on
You'll
my
just have to go
tablet
buy
now.
it to admire
You'll
it in
have to
person.
purchase it.
Or check it out from the library.
Or check it out from your library, yes. And if it's not at your library, request it at your library.
Misty K is asking about the Full Moon Coffee Shop. My guess is that they are the same book. I'll look on Fable real quick and see. My guess is they're the same book, and just like because it's a translated title.
Fable did get some updates this quarter, which they say means their search function is better, which I really hope is true.
I want that so bad.
Yeah.
Because it's really quite awful.
Yeah.
The version I read has the in it, but it is by my Mochizuki, so I'm guessing it's the same one.
With Fable on Android, do you guys get like paragraph breaks in book blurbs? It's always a wall of text for me on every book description.
I hadn't noticed that, but now that I'm like clicking through it, I think no. These kind of all appear to be walls of text.
They're working on it.
This has been but you know what? Goodreads isn't working on anything, so and has not for a decade. So there's that.
Very true.
And I hadn't noticed there were no paragraph breaks in these summaries, and now I'm
Like you can't unsee it.
now I
You
can't
won't unsee it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh darn it.
That's just the summary of like the quote at the top of the summary. It's all just one big.
Yeah. White space.
Does anyone have anything they're looking forward to for next quarter? Taylor Swift.
New Florence and the Machine coming out at the end of this month as well. I'm very excited for that album.
Florence and the Machine having a Halloween album. It's just like,
oh my god.
So perfect. I think there's a new Brandy Carlisle album coming out too.
And Maisie Peters 3 is coming soon. She's
Oh,
been teasing it.
I didn't know.
Yeah, we got a clip.
She's in her lover girl era. She's in love. The songs are happy and whimsical.
Okay. You guys know I'm on a TikTok break. You have to tell me these things.
I forgot.
I don't know that I was here when you said you were on a TikTok break.
Yeah, I
Oh.
didn't get this.
In the Taylor Swift channel a couple times and on Snapchat, I keep being like, I don't know what's happening. Somebody clarify these things for me.
Sorry, I'll update you with any other Maisie Peters or other such
I
relevant
suspect
news forthwith.
by Friday I will be back. So one last hurrah before the U.S. government ruins that too.
I've decided to, this will be of Dez's interest. I've decided to get into Survivor, and the new season just started. So
Yes.
looking forward to
Oh
the
my
rest
God, I'm so excited.
of the quarter. Yeah.
So you've never seen any season of Survivor before?
I've never watched it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start watching Survivor.
That is so exciting. I'm
I
so
always
excited
heard
for
like
you.
it seems like the smartest of the like it seems genuinely interesting. I watched like the first few seasons many moons ago, and it was very good. It just felt repetitive eventually, but
This is
New
season
Era Survivor
49.
is different. Yeah.
I've been
Oh,
kind of
that's so
tempted to go back to the world of Dancing with the Stars this season.
Yeah.
Just because
Very good cast.
Robert Irwin and Topanga are on it. So
And a
Zac
bunch of
Efron's
people
brother.
from the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, right? Aren't there two of them
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I
this
think there's two of them.
season?
And Taylor Swift's backup dancer.
And him.
Yeah.
My favorite of all the reality shows is Amazing Race, and that also just came back on too. So. I want to apply to be on Amazing Race with my sister-in-law. I think we have no shot of getting on, but I think it'd be fun. I also want to apply for Big Brother. It's on my bucket list to be on a game show before I die, like some sort of reality show or game show, like The Price is Right or something like that.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
Yes, Crazy Foxy. My favorite reality show is Bake Off. It's airing right now. I'm having such a good time.
Bake Off is really good. I didn't like it at first, but my mother-in-law is like a huge Bake Off fan. Like that is her comfort show. She watches it every single day. And whenever we go to visit her, like it's always on. And I actually started paying attention, and we ended up like binging like a season, like a night, just like hanging out. I was like, oh, this is a very cozy, low stakes like show. Like there's no anxiety like American cooking shows.
My family and a couple friends of ours, we have a fantasy football, but fantasy Bake Off. And so we all had to like rank the people from week 1 based on how we thought they would do. And then the spreadsheet like updates every week, and you get points based on like who's the star baker, did one of your bottom 3 go home. It's been great fun. Does lead to a bit more of a cutthroat vibe though when there's like someone from my bottom 3 and someone from my brother's bottom 3 are both doing poorly. Like you're kind of rooting for them to do badly at that point. Which isn't really in the spirit of the show, but still really fun.
That's so. I love how many like different like fantasy leagues there are for other things. Because I play Fantasy Survivor and Fantasy Amazing Race. I would have done Fantasy Big Brother, but I didn't know it was a thing. But because I found out about Big Brother is how I found out that they do fantasy for other shows. And so like the Survivor draft was like right before the first episode, and it's actually really fun. Like you get points based off of like who like goes to tribal. You get points for like if they find a hidden immunity idol. I know these words don't mean anything to you guys, but when they like win in challenges and stuff, and it's fun. It's really cool.
They'll mean something to Emma by Q1 2026.
So true. I am so excited for you. Survivor is a great time.
Misty Kate saying that she needs to catch up with Halloween baking reminded me of what I'm excited for in this last quarter: Halloween and Christmas.
Yes.
Yes.
All the holidays.
What is everyone going to be for Halloween? Do you guys have costume plans yet?
I haven't decided yet. My 5-year-old found a Marshall from Paw Patrol costume at the store and decided he wanted to be that. The baby's going to be the Very Hungry Caterpillar, I think.
Oh,
But I don't know what I'm going to be or what my husband's going to be. So
I'm putting all my effort into
fairies. Oh, I was just saying we're gonna be fairies. I just decided it's easier instead of making 2 different costumes because we're going to the Ren Fair. I was like, I'll we'll be fairies. It's gonna be I think easy, but knowing me, probably won't be that easy.
Yeah, so I'm not really like putting any thought into me doing one. Like I don't have kids. I'm probably working, and I could get away with like going in costume, but my niece and nephew are going to be the Grinch and Cindy Lou Who, and I know my sister's not going to put in the level of effort that I think they should. So
My kid really wants to be Huntrix, the band. So
the entire band.
well, he wants to do like a family costume, and so we're gonna be like gender bending some of the
That's so
Huntrix
cute.
members, and then I'm gonna be Mira. My son is gonna be Zoe, and his dad is gonna be Rumi. So we're gonna get like purple hair dye, and we've already
Oh, that's
ordered
exciting.
my son's outfit. It's gonna be really fun, I think.
I just realized I caught myself as I like
kids.
sort of made fun of your, not actually, but like saying you, oh, he's going to be the whole band. I don't need to call it your son. I'm taking this too far.
No, call him out. He deserves it.
He's here to defend himself.
Yeah, he specifically wants to be Zoe because she's the rapper, and he thinks that's really cool. So,
He's not wrong.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe a vampire. We'll see.
Do it.
I also thought about being a vampire. Honestly, it'll probably be my backup idea because Black vampires are in this year. So
Oh yeah,
they literally have like
Mm.
stuff from Sinners like at Spirit. So
Really?
yeah.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, I finally watched Sinners this quarter. Oh my gosh,
So good. So good.
good.
It's so good.
I'm gonna watch it again. Oh man.
I knew it was good because everyone
Yeah.
was saying it was good because I don't go to the movie theaters anymore.
Mhm.
So when it came on HBO, I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it, and
Mhm.
it's so good.
I love going to the movie theaters, but I had just had a newborn, I think, when it came out. I think it was right around that time. So I couldn't go and see it. And when I watched it on HBO, I was like mad. I was like, I should have just taken him with me and gone. But it was so good in theaters.
I want to watch it
I
again.
just got
'Cause
through it
This
anyway.
quarter, this quarter, I also watched Dusk Till Dawn, which is like really old vampire movie that
I remember
I
what it is.
feel like Sinners. I want to watch it again now, knowing because they must have like paid homage a lot to that movie because it has such a similar like two brothers, one's troubled, they end up at like a bar or a saloon in Dusk Till Dawn, and then they're all locked in and there are vampires on the outside. Like so many similarities. And I was like, I want to watch now and look like what did you intentionally like shout out to that older movie. It was really fun. I really liked that one too. I just love a vampire movie.
And Juliette Lewis.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's got a great cast.
Yeah, and I love when movies like do that. Like when
Yeah.
there's like callbacks to older films. I think it's so fun. So I want to watch it again and see like what was intentionally a call out to that one. What did they do differently? Like,
Yeah. I opened up IMDb to look it up, and it reminded me that this next quarter, Wicked for Good is coming out.
yes.
Yes.
Very excited.
Yeah. Also, Wake Up Dead Man, I think will also be
Yeah.
more Knives Out. Can never be a bad thing. Also, the reviews from like, I think it was TIFF for Wake Up Dead Man seem to be really, really good. So
Yeah, I heard really good things about it.
A movie that came out this quarter that I want to see it just came out, but I want to see The Long Walk.
Heard a
I
lot about
love,
that.
like-
yeah.
like dystopian, like death game, like themed media, and movies like that. So it seems really good. And the concept is like the fact that all of the boys have to like sign up and like do extensive like testing and like it's not like a secret. Like that is really intriguing because most of the movies and shows that fall into that genre, the characters don't know that it's going to happen. Like they don't know they're going to be in this like life or death situation. But there's something really interesting about like the characters signing up for it, knowing that there can only be like one winner. So I want to see that.
yeah, one of my goals for the year, like on my bingo card, was 12 movies that came out this year, and I'm at 8.5. I feel like the last of the year, like the end chunk, is going to be. So I've been meaning to see Sinners this whole time, and then between Wicked, Wake Up Dead Man, and I still have to watch Life of Chuck.
Yes, I still need to watch that too. There's a new horror movie coming out soon to theaters that Mike Flanagan was a producer on. What was it called? I want to watch that one. Shelby Oaks.
Have to check it out. Did anyone see Weapons?
Yeah, I did.
So good.
Yeah,
I saw the concept for it when I wish Spook Notes was still a thing, and then moved on with my life.
It honestly wasn't that scary. I know
No?
some people think it
It's
was.
not.
I didn't think it was that scary.
I read like some summary stuff.
I don't.
And it's
Every single jump scare, you knew it was coming. Oh, I'm sorry. Finish
Okay.
what you're saying.
That was kind of it. Like it sounded more the kind of thing that I would just be like on the edge of my seat in the wrong way, of like just bracing myself instead of enjoying the story.
To me, it was like so obvious when one was coming that I didn't even feel the need to brace myself. Like it's like, oh, she's laying in bed. The music is picking up.
Yeah.
Interesting. She looks at the doorway. I bet when she lays back down, she's gonna see something somewhere. I don't know where it's gonna be, but it's gonna be there. And like, it was. But it was still fun.
I also liked from this past quarter, I think it was this past quarter. At least I watched this past quarter, The Wolfman. That was really cool. It's like the horror take on like a werewolf. Obviously because we have come so far, like there weren't a whole lot of scary stories about werewolves anymore. But it was really, really well done. I would not recommend it if you don't like body horror though, because the whole movie is just body horror. But it's really cool because the like werewolf disease is like an incurable thing that progresses really fast. So it's almost like the like zombie tropes meet like the like werewolf, and like that was pretty neat. And it's like isolation horror, so it's about a family, a mom, a dad, and their like 10-year-old daughter, and they're in like the middle of the woods.
I remember seeing a commercial for that one.
Yeah, I was very, very surprised at how much I actually really liked it.
I just know October is gonna hit, and I'm gonna want to watch every scary movie ever. So
you came in a little too fast. I'm like, and you know you're gonna watch. I was so close to saying Hill House, but then you continued.
No, we all know I'm gonna watch Hill House first. That's not a question.
So unfortunately, I do have to hop off just a little bit early, but this was really fun talking about our last quarter and quarter goals. I'll put my like next quarter goals in the Discord or something.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye. Bye. I guess the rest of us should talk about next quarter.
Next quarter.
Yes,
Which
the three who make quarterly goals. Chat apparently. It was us last quarter too, right?
I think Emma will probably return.
No, she knew we were going to make goals.
Or conveniently after the goal
like,
segment.
Absolutely not. Not happening.
I will not be held accountable.
I'm basically looking at like my bingo card for the year, because I now make like a quarterly bingo card, and I did pretty well for quarter 3, despite whatever I said out loud in chat. But yeah, so like, what quarterly goals do I need to? I don't know if I've ever gotten bingo, so like, what do I need to make happen?
I really want to. This is not going to be the year, I don't think, for me.
That's what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, what is still possible?
If I can hit 52 books and make sure that one of them is a tingler, then I could have a bingo.
How many books have you read?
I've only read 20 books. So I'm going to
You
have to
can do
really
it.
lock in, which I could and I have done, but usually when I'm in times of mental distress. see, how else could I get bingo? I'm not going to finish the Silmarillion this year, that's for sure. Yeah, no, that might be my only shot at bingo.
If I actually learn how to use my camera and take 12 portraits, which it does not say good portraits, I can get a diagonal bingo. If I also finish my 12 2025 movies, but I feel good about that one. I feel like putting completely finished unpacking, it's doable, but at the same time, I'm not sure I'll ever do it, like ever in my whole life, let alone this year. Nicole just said nov nov.
I was thinking about that earlier when we were talking about Florence and the Machines album coming out on Halloween, because I was like, I just know in 2015, I would have just demolished NaNoWriMo with that album as my background. But I don't know if Nov Nov is going to hit the same.
Start writing again is still in like a line of things that are decently possible. Like I have to put in effort, but not like learn a new skill effort. Just like one of them was go to either Vancouver or Montreal. Vancouver's like a 7-hour flight. Montreal's like a 7-hour drive. So I'll probably do Montreal. And like that is seeming more likely that it might be something I do in November. But lining that up with having to start writing again seems very daunting. But I can do it. Maybe Nov Nov is going to change everything.
I believe.
Just so I can obnoxiously continue to thank Nov Nov for the rest of my writing career.
Yeah. I did have a book idea during it's either the last write-in or the one 2 write-ins ago, that I'm really, really, really excited about and have a decent amount of it plotted. So that's going to be my focus for the end of the year, where writing is concerned. I'd like to have like half of it, say half of a book, by the end of the year. And what else? Oh, I want to finish one or both of the blankets I'm crocheting. I have that one here. I started piecing it together. So it's starting.
It's so cute.
It's really cute. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited to be finished and to never have to crochet a heart granny square again. Or to join things together. Good God, is it boring?
It's a good Hill House activity.
That's true. The hard part is that with this, I wanted it to be like a flat stitch so you could see I have this cool like metallic-y rainbow yarn. And to do that, I basically have to be just hunched over it. And it has to be laid flat out. I can't just like do it in my lap. So that's the worst part of it. And why
That does seem deeply terrible.
That's why I didn't want to make a blanket. Also, because I own
so many reasons.
I have so many blankets in my closet. I feel like my thing with the making goals is I actually usually need to do less. So I would like to finish this round of revisions. That's incredibly doable. And I think, again, something I probably will do anyway. I'm trying to think what my like fun goal is. That's just going to be like small and easy. Not a stretch goal.
One of my like not related to my yearly goals that I put on my Q4 list is actually inspired by Kyra, and that's to start a blog. Because something I've been thinking about like all year. I'm just like, I want to go back to simpler days of the internet and just having like a janky little corner of the internet.
Yeah, that's something I did in Q3 is I revived my like personal blog that I had not touched since the last post was in 2020. And even then it was not like, it was like 2013-ish when I was really like actively keeping up with it. It's actually been like a really nice experience. Like it's A, been nice to write something that just doesn't have like publishing pressure, and B, like I've been kind of surprised like who showed up and read it and like kind of reconnected with people I hadn't talked to in a long time. So highly recommend if that's something you're interested in doing.
The annoying thing is though, like I could start a blog, start writing again, but know in my head that's not what I meant, and not count it. So
Just do one piece of flash fiction on the blog.
it may come down to that. We'll see. When's our like last write-in of the year? That'll be the
Pull up the schedule.
yeah. I do have embroider some pants flowers on my Q4 list again. Which again is one of those like the Granny Squares this week. It can be a done thing in half an hour. I just have to do the thing.
So our last write-in of the year is actually our last chat of the year, which is on December 14th. And then we'll take our winter hiatus.
Should try to plan like a personal last week of the year chat just to like drag some goals across the finish line. I assume next week is write-in also.
You would assume right. We got to write in, and then the week after that is a bye week. No chat on October the 12th.
So we can all be thankful for Canada.
Yeah. Shout out to Canada. And then we'll be back on the 19th with another write-in. And then on the 26th, I have written down spooky craft night with a lot of O's.
Excellent. Maybe that'll be when I do my skull Granny Square.
Yeah.
Basically me justifying not picking it up again for a few weeks. I'm saving it.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess Emma's really committed to not making any goals.
Wow.
I'm sure it's that and not anything related to her very young child.
No, certainly not. Nicole earlier said, I think I should add draw something to my list, but should I add how many drawings to complete or just draw? That depends on how you're wanting to end the year. Do you want to end cozy or do you want to like sprint to the finish?
I like that framing. I need to end my year cozy. I've actually had I've done so much this year. It's been a big year for me. So.
Nicole said cozy all the way. Definitely just draw something then.
Maybe my crafty goal will just be to like finish my 2025 embroidery journal, which again is the thing I'm realistically going to do anyway. But yeah, finish my revisions I'm going to do anyway, and also my embroidery journal that I'm going to do anyway.
Sometimes you get a little behind on the embroidery journal.
I am actually fairly involved, I just finished July, and I usually try not to be more than like a month behind. So
you got a couple days to hit August.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, I just want to be caught up by the end of the year, but it helps to not get very far behind.
Yeah.
I did, when I was getting caught up, though, one of the things I wanted to commemorate from July was K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, you gotta.
I'm so proud of it.
That's so good.
That is so cool.
The things I do on there are like real hit or miss, but that one turned out, and I'm so happy about it.
Probably the opposite of the like cozy drawing thing, but Inktober is a thing where people do drawings every day in October. And I don't think there's any like pressure on it. But it's always something like, oh, all the years I like pretend I'm gonna draw. That's always a thing I think about. Draw something I'm proud of is still on my bingo card for the year, but I would also have to teach my dogs 12 tricks or learn 365 ASL signs for it to matter, and I'm not going to do those. So, all right. Well, Des left, so I guess I'll wrap us up. Thank you all so much for joining us, not just for this chat, but all of these throughout the year and continuing on as we slowly devolve into a Crochet Stardew Valley channel. We just love being here with you guys. And who knows, Nob Nob may be a game changer for everyone.
I believe in the power of Nov Nov.
I can't. I just can't. But I don't know. I feel like more writing's coming our way. This is going to be our quarter for sure.
I said that about this year.
You're all wonderful. We will see you next week for a write-in. Bye.
Oh, and happy anniversary to us.
Oh yeah, that too.
Bye.
Yay.